Hey, welcome back to the Keep It Right podcast. So, this is going to be a bit of a chattier episode today because if you listen to this when it comes out, I am on holiday in Wales. So, I have a bit of a chattier, chill episode this week for you as I had lots to do before I went away. So I was recording this episode and the last one. So I thought I'd just do a bit of a chattier one and talk about some things that made me happy in the past week, some things that made me feel good. So it was really nice to just stop and list some of those things. So after you've listened to this episode, or even now if you want to pause it, why not make a list of things that made you feel good recently, some things that might have been like a nice buzz for you or a mood boost or just things that made you feel good, because if you stop to think about it, I'm sure you'll be able to pick out the moments, or whether it was seeing somebody you love or whatever it was that made you feel really good. And I really enjoyed writing the list of things that made me feel good in notes for this podcast. So yeah, I hope this episode finds you feeling good, and if not, make sure you make lots of extra time for self-care, because when you're not feeling good, self-care is one thing that can always help to balance that out a little bit. Even if it doesn't fix everything magically, it can help you deal with things better. So definitely make time for yourself if you're not feeling great. And if you are feeling good, I'm so glad to hear it, as it's always lovely to hear that people are feeling good. So some things that made me happy recently. Number one has got to be that my mum has now joined me as being a part-time assistant at Keep It Bright. So if you know about my story and my journey, I have been working by myself for the past 15 years and I've done everything myself in my brand, like literally every single thing I do, apart from getting the clothes printed. I literally do every single thing myself. And recently, even though business has been a bit quiet, I have like loads of behind the scenes stuff I'm doing all the time. So I'm always busy. Whether orders and sales are quiet or not, I'm always busy because there's just so much to do. There's so much I want to do, so much to be done. So I was thinking that it would be helpful for me to have like a part-time assistant to just pick up some of the tasks that I don't need to like maybe focus as much time and energy on that somebody else could do. And I've always wanted my mum to, like, my dream has always been like eventually to have my mum come and work for me and stuff, because my mum is like one of my bestest friends. I love her so much, and she's one of the only people I could probably stand being around very often. I'm definitely a social person, love people, but I also really enjoy my own space and stuff. So there's probably only a small amount of people that I could kind of hack seeing multiple times a week and it would be fine, especially in a working capacity, because it is different, isn't it? But yeah, I've always kind of thought that would be nice to have my mum work with me, and it's something I kind of thought of when I thought of it. I thought, oh, in the future, like not now, like in the future. But as I was thinking about it, I thought, well, it would be great if we could do it now, because now's the time when I'm needing some extra like help with stuff, and it suited her when I asked her. And yeah, I'm really like excited about that. We've already done 3 little sessions, like shifts, I guess. It's only part-time, so it's only a few hours when it works for either of us, but it's been really nice. It's been lovely to like show her kind of how everything works, and I've been teaching her how to like sew and teach her how to put together all my jewelry and things like that. So it's been interesting to teach somebody something you do all the time, especially when it's something you kind of do without thinking. And I've been a lot more patient than I thought I would be teaching somebody something, because I've not really had to do that before. And it's just been nice, because I've never felt, I know some people feel lonely in their small business when they're working by themselves. I never have. I think because of you guys, because of my community, because of like my online community, I've never felt that way, and I don't really ever tend to feel lonely anyway. I'm quite happy in my own company, but yeah, I've just never felt that way when working. I've never felt like I was missing out on having anybody else there, and I think that's because also I've never had like a normal job for long. Like the last time I had like a normal job, I was like 16, 17, and I was working only part-time in Affleck's Palace in Manchester, I was working in like other people's shops and cafes and things like that. So I've never had like a normal job with like colleagues that I saw every day. So I feel like I've never really missed out on having colleagues or seeing people all the time in a work capacity anyway. So I've never really felt lonely in it, but it was really nice to have, it's been really nice to have someone there, even though it's only been like 3 times I think we've done it so far. It's been really lovely, and I'm really excited for this change in like my weeks and in just Keep It Bright in general, because I think I'll get a lot more done, and it's going to be nice for mum and it's going to be nice for me, and we get to spend like time together, but it's productive. And yeah, I'm just really, that's been making me happy because it's quite a big change for us and it's a nice change. So really glad that we decided to do that. And it just goes to show as well that like sometimes the things we kind of put on a shelf for someday when the conditions are perfect can be had now, maybe not in a perfect way, but you can have some of those things now and enjoy them now instead of wait until there's perfect conditions to do that. So just thought I'd share that because it was definitely something I was imagining years down the line, and we can have a bit of it now, and it's just like great. So maybe take a lesson of don't delay yourself joy that you could have now, even if it's little bits of it. Something else nice this week was I saw one of my best friends, Janelle, who I don't get to see loads just because she works like full time and she's working 2 jobs and all of this, and it was really nice. She come round and we were going to watch like a Disney movie. She loves Disney, so we were going to watch a Disney movie because I'm really not up to date with any of the new ones. I've not watched like any of them apart from like Moana, which isn't even like new anymore. So we were going to watch a Disney movie and hang out, but the weather was really nice, so we ended up sitting in my yard, which was lovely, and just really enjoying spending time outdoors at the moment. And I'm so grateful to have an outdoor space because I have had outdoor spaces in one of the other places I lived, but it was just grass. But here we have just a backyard which is like paved, but we've put a lot of effort into like making it nice. It's like the opposite of what it was like when we got it. So we've put a lot of effort in the year we got it, and then last year, and then again this year, because it just takes so much maintenance. So it's been really nice to be able to use that and to make it like nice, because that's something we've done ourselves, and it's just really, I'm just so grateful to have outdoor space because not everybody does. So really appreciating that. The weather's pretty rubbish at the moment, so that day it was just gorgeous and sunny, and we were just pretending we were on holiday for an hour, so that was really nice. And we ended up watching the movie Turning Red, which is, I think it only came out a couple months ago. It's a new Disney one about a little girl who turns into a red panda. And honestly, number one as well, I love red pandas, one of my absolute favourite animals. They're just amazing, so cute as well. But wow, it was just so cool. I'm loving like the new Disney films that I've seen. Like I said, I've only seen this one and Moana. I need to watch, I've got a watch list for the rest, but it's just so good to see so many important, positive, like empowering messages in kids films. Like I wish we had stuff like that when we were young. I mean, there might have been a few messages in there, but for the most part it was nothing like they are now. Like there was so many good messages in Turning Red, like so many. So if you haven't watched it, or if your kids haven't watched it, I definitely recommend, because I was really impressed with how much they managed to cover in a kids film, and how gorgeous, like it was just gorgeous to watch the colours and everything. It was amazing. So really enjoyed that. That was a really good day last week that I loved. And yeah, just loving seeing messages of like, there was so much in there, but things like just being different, being calm, learning to kind of channel your anger into like calmness and meditation, and things like traditions and what your parents say, not having to be like the way you live your life, and all kinds of stuff. There was just so many good messages in there. I really enjoyed it. And I think watching kind of animated films as well can be so relaxing and enthralling. I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to work through the rest of that list. That was a really nice day. And Janelle's such a sweetheart. She got me and Nick a Pokemon birthday cake, which was amazing. Just realised I didn't post a picture of it anywhere, but I love Pokemon, like old school Pokemon. I don't really know any of the new ones. And I hadn't seen her on my birthday because she wasn't well, and then it's Nick's birthday like coming up, so she got us both a shared Pokemon birthday cake, which was much appreciated. Yeah, absolutely love Pokemon still. And that was lovely. Then something else I've been loving is having a trip to look forward to. Gosh, I know I had trips last year, to be fair. I had trips last year, but it's been a long winter. So I had like 2 days away at a lodge for my birthday that I booked for like a family trip last month. But that was only a couple days away, and the weather was a mixed bag. But yeah, it was only like a couple days, and there was other stuff going on and stuff. So it wasn't like a big break, really. Whereas the last time we had a proper like week away or anything was last November, I want to say. We went up to Scotland. So it's been 6 months, and it's felt like it's such a long winter because it's just been so rainy and grey where I am. So I'm really, really looking forward to having like a trip to go away. So going to Wales, and I'll be in Wales when you hear this probably, or I might have come back by then. But yeah, we're going to Wales for a week just to stay. We go to like a caravan there, and we ended up going 3 or 4 times last year because it was still like lockdown and stuff and couldn't really travel, but we could go to the caravan, and it was just like it was like proper holidays. Growing up, I never really did any British holidays because my mum didn't drive and we couldn't really afford things like that, so we didn't really have holidays anyway. But whereas like my partner Nick, he's grown up having a lot of those kind of like British holidays, and you know what, it is when the weather's good, it is just as nice as going abroad, really, which you wouldn't have caught me saying before lockdown, really, because I'd always been such a lover of going away and being abroad and stuff and having that good weather. But since we've had Sky, obviously we want to travel with her as much as possible and not leave her. So it's been really nice to have these like Wales and Scotland trips, and I'm really, really, really grateful because there's just so much beauty there that I've not really had chance to see in my younger life that I'm like getting to see now. So really looking forward to going to Wales, and whenever I'm there I always feel like I get like more headspace to focus on like new things. Last year I drew up loads of new designs while I was there. I worked on the Keep It Bright book more, so I'm hoping to work on some new designs and some book stuff while I'm there, even if the weather's not great. So really looking forward to that. But yeah, the importance of having something to look forward to is like so underrated. I think it's like a really underrated feeling, being excited for something or looking forward to something or having something to look forward to. A few weeks ago, me and one of my best friends booked a trip to Ibiza for September. We're just going for like 4 days. Again, I've not been to Ibiza in like 4 years now. It feels like ages, and I'm so looking forward to that, even if it's only 4 days. Just having something to look forward to is so exciting, and it's just like, yeah, it's just nice. It's just like a present to yourself, but also like it's the gift that keeps giving, because we're not going away till September, but every time I remember that we're going, it's just like such a nice thing to look forward to. So yeah, giving yourself something to look forward to, and even if you can't afford like to actually book something at the moment, I think I mentioned it in one of my other episodes, but just planning something to look forward to. So taking the time to look at somewhere, look at where you would stay, what you would do, and just planning the trip is nearly just as good, because then you've got it planned for when you do get the funds or when you can afford it, and you're kind of putting it out to the universe as well that you've planned that trip. So I would definitely recommend just planning something, and it's just nice. It's just a nice thing to do. I definitely recommend it. And I mean, I'm somebody who definitely gets excited about like most things. Like I like to be excited. I like to have things to look forward to and have things to be excited about. But yeah, having a trip booked is always just so nice, and really looking forward to that. Something else that's been making me happy all the time is my dog Sky. If you haven't seen her, I have a golden retriever called Sky. She is actually, oh shit, it was her month. I'm pretty sad with it. I'm literally like every month when it's like she's a month older, I'm like, oh, it's her month birthday. I've just missed her month birthday actually. But yeah, she is 19 months old, so just over a year and a half, and we got her at the end of January last year when we rehomed her, and she was only 4 months old then. So yeah, had been a big part of my life, my daily life for the past almost year and a half, and yeah, we spend every day together. She's my absolute angel, and I mean, I know you probably already know that dogs are great, but I mean, they really are so great. It's a massive responsibility, and it is something that just takes up obviously so much time in my day, but she is just such a sweet angel, and even just looking at her, just watching her sleep, honestly, makes me happy. Like, what a blessing dogs are. We don't deserve dogs. I mean, we do, but we also don't, and they're just angels. So very blessed to have Sky. She makes me happy all the time. Something else that I've been loving recently is I've started a little like giveaway thing on my Instagram. If you don't watch my stories, you might not know about it, to be honest, or yeah, you might not have seen it, but if you're listening to this now, you know, I am giving away, I'm sending out free gifts to any of my customers who make a video of their Keep It Bright collection. So you can do this any way you like. You can do it like as outfits, you can show them in your wardrobe, you can make like a selfie video of you wearing different outfits, like however you want to do it is fine. Like, I'm loving seeing the different ways people are doing it and the creativity used and stuff. But yeah, and you can just send them over to me. If you don't know how to edit and stuff, I'm happy to edit it. I edit videos like every single day, so not a problem if you just record the footage and send it to me. But yeah, I'm just absolutely loving seeing everyone's collections. Like, I've just had a few so far, but I've already posted most of the ones I've had in, and I'm just loving it. I love seeing everyone's. Obviously, I already love seeing pictures of you guys in your collections, and I always repost them on my stories. And if you haven't seen them, in my story highlights on Instagram, I've got like, I think over 1,700, maybe 1,800 pictures now of customer pictures just from the past few years. But videos are so cool, like, because I feel like people don't always make videos, like if you're not an influencer, or if you're not somebody who has like a fashion Instagram or anything, I feel like people don't make that many videos. And I think my customers who've made them so far said they really enjoyed making them, and I've just been, obviously I know what you guys have, but I've been loving seeing like the collections, and you forget sometimes how long people have been following you or buying stuff from you, or just what pieces they have, and I've been loving seeing them. So thank you to everyone who's made one so far, and if you haven't yet, definitely do when you get time, and you can do it however you want to do it. Just DM me the video, and yeah, I'm sending out free gifts. And the good thing with the free gifts is I'm not just sending out a generic free gift, I'm sending out something like even clothing and things like that that I think that you would love as a thank you gift for being such a big supporter. So really excited about that, and I am loving seeing those. So that's been giving me a buzz recently. I have also been wearing a lot of brighter colours. Like, obviously I love wearing bright colours, like I just do in general. Like, my wardrobe is packed full of bright colours, but a lot of my comfy day-to-day favourites are sometimes like not the brightest, and I save my more colourful stuff for like best sometimes. But as the weather's been getting nicer, I've been wearing so many like brighter colours, getting that summer wardrobe out. Even my bright sweatshirts, just been getting them out. Like, colour really does affect your mood, and I know this. That's something, obviously with Keep It Bright, I make bright coloured clothes, but I also make the darker coloured clothes too, because not everybody likes to wear bright colours. But God, when you wear them back to back, it really does like affect your mood, how you feel about yourself. Like, I feel glorious when I wear like the yellows and oranges, and I've been wearing a lot of like nice bright colours recently, and it just makes me feel so good. So I'm definitely going to be bringing out a lot more colourful clothes. I mean, I already do them, as you know, but I also do a lot more blacks, greys, neutrals, because I know people like to wear those too. But honestly, keeping it bright is the way. Like, it does really boost your mood, it makes you feel confident. So if you haven't worn anything colourful or bright in a while, definitely dig something out of your wardrobe. And if you haven't got anything, you can have a look in my store, as I've added like a lot more colourful pieces recently. But there's a lot more on the way, because honestly, I love it. Like, I just forgot how good it makes you feel. It feels great. Like, I feel more confident and just feel good. You feel good when you wear them. It's great. Something else that I wanted to just give a little shout out. I've probably shouted out before. I mean, I've definitely talked about it before in my stories, maybe not on my podcast. But something I love to do is just once in a while, if you haven't done it in ages, I'd recommend do it. But just send a message, a genuine, heartfelt, nice message to everybody you love. Like, not even, you could type one and just send it to everyone, but also just sending a message to everybody who you love and appreciate, just thanking them for being a part of your life, saying whatever it is you feel about them, how they make you feel, if they inspire you, if, you know, they've been there for you, whatever it is. Just send that message, because it's always better to have sent that message than to wish you had sent that message. And it makes other people feel good, it makes their day. You'll probably get a nice message back which will make your day, and it's just a nice thing to keep in practice of doing, because it's always best for people to know how you felt about them. God forbid anything happens, and it's just nice to spread those positive vibes. Like, it's good for you to appreciate people and for them to feel appreciated, and for that circle to just move on nicely. So yeah, if you haven't done that in a while, I definitely recommend doing that. Sky has just started chewing a chew right next to me very loudly, so that's what that background noise is. But yeah, this is a bit of a quicker episode today, but I just thought I would talk about some things that have been making me smile. And you know what, I've been smiling the whole time I've recorded this, so it was nice for me to do. And I hope you, after this episode, make a list of things that have been making you feel good recently, because it's good to remember those things for times when you can't think of things that would boost your mood. Then maybe it's time to call up a friend and have a catch up, or to go do something different, or to spend some time with a pet, or whatever it is that makes you feel good. It's good to kind of make note of the things that make us feel good so we can implement them more into our lives. Hope you have a lovely day or evening or whatever time of day it is whenever you listen to this, and hope you implement lots of nice little things into the rest of your week or the rest of your day, because honestly, life can have its darker moments and difficult times, but there is so many nice things out there to be felt and nicer ways to feel. So just implement as much stuff as you can that makes you feel good into your daily life whenever you can. You deserve it, and you deserve that reminder of how nice life can feel at its best. And yeah, there's so many nice little bits you can add in that can make you feel good. So yeah, make a list and treat yourself all the time, because you deserve it. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for listening to this. I'll speak to you next time. And also, if you do have a great Keep It Bright collection, please definitely make a video and send it me. I would love to see it. You can check out my reels or my Instagram profile to check out the ones that have already been submitted and show some love to those people who've shown off their collections. But yeah, I would love to see yours, no matter how small it is. Get your collection out for the lads, because yeah, I would love to see, and I'm sure everybody else would too.